Uh,
How you doing? How's your morning?
Good, bro. I'm fucking tired. Yeah.
There we
Hey,
are.
what's up,
I
bro?
have a quick important update that I have to give you guys before we get started.
Okay.
What's up?
I got a new iPhone and I got headphones that sound better, so I'm not going to sound like a potato anymore. And the cup that I always have, we got an upgraded one. We went to another Dodger game,
There
so
you go.
there's a new Dodgers cup. Boom. We
You
have
got like
upgraded.
a you got like an AI camera or something that's moving with you.
No, it's not.
No, it
Yeah.
was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said it, dude. That's so cool. I was messing around with the stuff, and apparently, I don't. It's supposed to like trace your face, and then I don't know. Well, I have the 17 Pro Max. You guys have that one. You guys have that one too?
I'm outdated. I'm like 14 Pro Max.
No, you're
I think
not,
I got
bro.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Dude, I had the same phone for a while and I finally got the new one. And dude, I mean the picture, I mean little bullshit. I'm
Big
not like
difference,
one
huh?
that's like on my phone for I use my phone for everything, but I hardly use any of the features. But bro, so clean.
I need to upgrade
Oh,
mine too.
it sounds way better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Dixie enormous. Nice.
I know.
Nice. How you doing? How's your morning?
Good, bro. Excited for this. This will be fun.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
like your questions. Yours were really fun. More of like is it recording already? Is it going?
Yeah, it's going.
Okay, sick. So like a Q and A episode. What do you think about that? Do you have anything you guys want to update us on?
No, today's first day of like we're this pre-prep.
Really? Okay, what is that? What does that
Yeah.
entail? What does that mean?
So we're off our health phase. So
Okay.
today's like the start of um what's it called? I'm blanking, my bad.
Three
The start of
CCs.
no, start of our protocol and all that stuff. So it's gonna yeah, I'm not no natty boy no more.
But no, like did cardio change at all? Food, I'm assuming went up or not how he
No,
does it?
it's crazy. Yeah, this whole like most of the downtime he had my food pretty low. But I
Oh,
was I was good with it because like my appetite's not there.
sick.
And fullness is still there. Like he's really happy. Like he actually just messaged me back because I just did my check-ins earlier. Um, he's like, what do you say actually? He told me he's like, I've never seen anyone go through such a smooth off period before. Because
Damn, coming from C Tut.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, because I feel like it's been pretty consistent. Like I haven't really dropped in anything. Like performance is still good, strength is still up. Like no dip whatsoever. Like fatigue is still managed pretty good. Like I'm not beat up or anything. Um, cardio is still the same, 3 days, 20 minutes, pretty easy.
What does cardio off season look like for you? What is it? What levels or you said you're a treadmill guy, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mostly treadmill, bike.
Okay.
I usually start for like the beginning of prep. But usually off season, I try to keep it in. But with Tuttle, he kept it where like what I was already doing. He kind of put back one day because I was doing 4 days, 20 minutes, and he put me back to 3 days, 20 minutes. So I've been 3 days, 20 minutes since December 20th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Track steps or
As of right now, he just has a baseline. Like 7,500 a day.
He's just
So
like, just don't be a lazy fuck and you're good.
yeah, it was basically coming off from what I was already doing because before I started with him, I was doing my reverse, and in my reverse, I was doing at least 10.1 a day.
Yeah, nice.
He's like, bring that back down. He's like, we'll just keep it at 9.7, 7.5 a day. Um, so I just make sure I keep my steps in. Like I'm just not like laying down all day because I could do that. So yeah,
What about
I
you?
make
Yeah. What
yeah,
about
no,
you,
go ahead,
Ty?
go.
nothing new. I was going to get blood work on Monday, but I forgot I got like I had a hangnail and then it got
Hmm.
infected. So I got like some antibiotics and I was like, oh, I should probably wait to take blood work till I'm done with the
That would
antibiotics.
mess something up. I don't even know what it
Yeah.
would mess something up.
Yeah. So I'll get blood work next week. And then if everything's good, then we'll do a little start pre-prep. That'll
Oh,
put us like,
you're gonna go on a prep too?
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Hopefully Excalibur. Um,
okay, dope.
maybe if we get ready earlier, there's one December 5th in Texas, the Battle of Texas.
Okay,
See, bro,
okay.
that's so you know what the tough thing about that for you, bro, is how much gains you've made since. it's
Yeah.
it's not a risk, obviously, but it's like the week before plus traveling plus a new body. It would be that's I
Mhm.
think that's the only thing. You'd want to throw all the eggs into that basket instead.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm still in good condition. So it's like if I get ready
Oh yeah.
earlier, I want to pop into a show. But
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Excalibur, that's December 15th, right?
12th.
12th.
12th. My brother's
Yeah.
gonna do that show.
Is he? So you're
Yeah,
gonna
so
obviously you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there.
yeah, so I'm prepping him right now. So he's like going through the whole thing, whole process. He kind of just started like, okay, kind of get a routine going this last week. So yeah, we'll see how he does. His first show
Nice.
ever.
I like it. I like it. Alberto, you have guys competing. Stacks was telling me he's doing a show in November.
Yeah, he's doing a November show. And we had the talk of like, hey, overall win or decisive class win, we'll go to Texas. If not, it's like one of those, hey, bro, like he's dense. He's a thick motherfucker and he's A class. So like
He's grown a lot.
he
Yeah.
has the muscularity for it, but I was like, hey, dude, like it's a big either dude, if I mean, especially for like let's not say he has muscularity, he has a density. It's just, dude, anyone should. There's a lot of money that goes into it. We're talking the travel costs, the taking time off work, all that kind of stuff. So I just
Yep.
wanted him to go in with like momentum, especially too. Like we're talking, he sweeps this class, hell yeah. Wins it overall, hell yeah. But yeah, big commitment. Pumped for that one, dude. It's been 2 years since it would be 2 years and like 4 months since, and I'm
Nice.
like, it'll be his time.
Yeah. Do you
The
guys
he,
stress? Oh, go ahead.
I was
I
gonna
was
say
gonna
he wants
say,
to do a December Nationals.
Yeah. Mhm.
Ooh,
okay,
Yeah, exactly that. So he's in his health phase right now and holding onto muscle really good. He's like 196, 197 around there.
nice.
So that's
How
exciting
tall
for
is he?
him. Oh, he's I mean, five. I'm 5'5", 5'6".
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
So pretty stocky.
yeah. Super dense.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you guys like the getting ready to your show, like getting close to it, like travels and expenses, does that really like bother you guys, or like do you guys plan ahead? Like,
Myself, like I just thankful in the position now where it's not a stressor, but like
yeah,
it's like one of those things where I mean, who wants to get to waste like 2,500 to get last place to be on the side holding your front relax? You know, what I mean? Like it's
I
kind of one
get
of
you.
those
Yeah,
things. It kind of one
yeah,
of those things, and like but I'm thankfully I'm in a place now where it wouldn't be a stressor. But you have
mhm,
it's like the guys with kids or the guys like, hey, are you paycheck to paycheck right now? This shouldn't be
yeah,
shit you're doing. This should not be
hmm
shit you're doing. Put your money elsewhere. Save it for whatever else is gonna happen. So. And dude, that's a big stressor. That can impact anyone going into show. Imagine like thinking like, oh,
big time.
okay, this money going hotel here. I can't afford that there. Cutting short on this. I mean,
Yeah,
like, and especially you can probably attest to this. Like at the national level, it's not that you're using that much more stuff, but it's not like, hey, you know what? I guess we can go without the wind straw this time, or like you don't want to think what if, or
yeah,
like
no,
little
yeah, yeah,
things like that.
hmm
So I think it's
yeah,
just the money also goes into it because it's like it's a quiet little bit.
yeah. I always try to tell people, who are like, even like my brother, because he's getting into it, like plan ahead, like 6 months ahead, like save money aside for your tanning, your room, your whatever fees you think that you're gonna need, because once you get there, you don't have to think about it. You just get from the pot and that's it. Like I've done that with every single one of my shows, so I've never really felt like, oh dang, I have to pay a lot.
Yeah.
But when I look back at it as a total sum, I do spend a lot.
Too, because funny enough, like little like auxiliary stuff comes up. Like imagine you left your trunks at
Hmm
your hotel room
hmm
and you're like, you got to send an Uber there and it's like 80
Yep.
bucks. Like little shit
Yep.
like that you don't
Yeah.
think about, but like we've
hmm
all had to do some variation of that. So
Yeah.
it adds up.
it's
Yeah. If
just
you can control,
annoying.
mhm. If
Yeah,
you can control the financial, like just like burden, like just not stress, oh, you'll go into your show way better. 100%.
yeah. It's just things you don't think about. You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta. The room's not $100 now; it's $250. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Book it advance. Buy stuff in bulk.
Yeah.
That's why I bought
I'll tell.
24 bags of cream of rice yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
you
did you?
did. It's smart. Honestly, those sales that Flavorgang puts out, I used to always do that because it just pays for itself.
Yeah, yeah. It came out to like $15 a bag instead of 24 or
Fuck yeah,
something.
hell yeah. And
Hmm
especially you're
hmm
using that. And it's one of those like luxury items that you thoroughly enjoy every fucking day. Everyone that you do.
How long does a bag last you guys?
This off season, like with Tuttle, he got me up to because I have two cream of rice meals pre and post. He got me up to like it was like 160 grams, like
Each meal or day?
post.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say my appetite was good because I started with them December like 20th. I was pushing high food up until I would say April, like close like mid-April. And I didn't miss a meal once, but my appetite was there. I think about the April, end of April, I kind of hit like a little rut and like I started drinking my powders.
Yeah.
So yeah, because 160 grams of cream of rice, this shit's a
That's a
lot.
fuck ton,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
I
it's a lot of
still I
volume.
dilute mine with the orange box still. Like I do
Oh, you do? Okay.
110 grams with my first meal. And it's like I do like a 70-40 ratio, literally just no
Okay.
other reason than to like make them last a little bit longer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, yeah. It
And
goes quick. It's like a week, like maybe a week, a bag.
Mhm.
I think it was like 4 days for me. Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. That's good stuff though. But you guys want to get into questions or we want to hit the
Just
topic?
jump right in. Oh, what, dude? You know what? I think we should do a Q&A just because, dude, with the topics, we'll never get to the questions. Oh, up to you guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm
Whatever.
with you. Should we go with this the spicy one first?
Yes.
Most trend you've ever taken.
I'll go right off the bat. So my time with Justin Harris, 2020. And he was a big, like, so he was, I'm sure you've heard off Joe's podcast too. He gave me the whole, hey, this is where bodybuilding starts. Bodybuilding, it's not 800 milligram cycles. It's not, you need like all this other stuff. He gave me the talk of, I had only done like 300 tests, 300 masteron, 300 masteron, like little cycles like that. And he's like, hey, no, like these numbers, if you're trying to get up to these, you need to bump those up. And so it was in prep for that December show that I did with him. And he was more so on the side of if you're comfortable with bumping it up, like, and of course, if your coach is telling you, hey, if you want to take it up to this, we can. I was what, 24 at the time. Yes, let's fucking bump it up.
Say
But I went
less.
for 2 weeks, bro. 450 a week. I tapped out. I tapped out. I had to go right back down to 300 right away. And even then, I was probably getting sides, but when you're younger, you don't notice as much. So I would sit there like at 3 a.m. just staring at the fucking ceiling, couldn't sleep. Like, and just, you're short. I think the sleep is the one that fucked with me the most. You just sat there. I just sat there laying at the ceiling. So,
That
yeah,
sucks.
450 brought it right back down. Now that I think about it, dude, my last prep, the highest I went was 210, and I thought that was plenty. It's funny to think, what the fuck was I doing? But I mean,
Yeah.
you also have to try it in order to be like, I don't want to ever do that shit again. That was too much for me. I know guys can handle a lot more than that. Personally, tap out. 210 is good for me.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
210 in prep. I mean, it was everything in prep was making it rough, but I mean, I didn't really see a need to go higher than that. I mean, I didn't really notice the difference from 140 to 210. So that was fine. And then I did no, I did 70 like the first 4 weeks of the last push phase. And I was like, I get everything that I need from that.
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
you're talking 10 a day.
yeah, 10 a day. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I do everything every day because
Yeah.
otherwise I'll forget.
I
I always
Awesome.
end up like, did I do it today or did I was that yesterday? So I just do it every day. That's why the numbers end up weird. But
It's like you're
Okay.
like 630, like EQ, you're like, or
yeah.
whatever the number comes out to, 312, 385.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Chris,
I haven't gone up higher than three.
Yeah.
no need to,
Yeah, but
huh?
even at that three, like how you said, like just laying down in bed, like it I think it's a combination of that, but just like at that point of prep, like you're tired, like you're so motivated to get shit done, like you don't want to sleep. And then it's kind of what like how you said, you're just looking at the wall. You're like, fuck, like
You
that
check the
shit
phone, like
sucks.
you don't want to scroll on your phone, but you check your phone
Yeah,
again and you're
yeah.
just like, it's still, oh,
Hmm.
damn it, too early.
Especially when you're really trying to go to bed. You close your eyes, you're there for an hour and like nothing. Like you just can't.
When you're
But
at that
yeah,
point, how early is it to do cardio?
I I've done things where like I'm like fuck this, like it's already 3 a.m. like I'm just gonna get up.
Really? Mm.
Yeah, cause I when I'm on prep I try to really schedule my sleep, like I'm going to bed at this time, like the earliest I can once I'm done with the gym and shit. So I think I was going to bed like 10:30, 11 if I really could. So then I was like at least 4.5 hours. I thought at least if I got 4 hours of sleep, I'm good because I can take a nap later.
Nice.
So
Hmm. So one guy asked true or false, you can get everything that's unique to Trent at 210 megs or less. Well, I'll say true.
That's a funny enough number. I agree. I think plenty.
Yeah.
Past that, I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of return on investment, but I think the diminished return on everything fucking else, I don't think is worth it. I don't think
yeah,
I'll ever try higher than that for the rest of my life. Oh, I don't
Okay.
think it's needed.
yeah. Because
You, you,
last season I didn't go up to. I only went up to 200.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Boom.
so I didn't need that much.
yeah, cool. Thoughts on this guy's cycle, 1250 tests, GH, and insulin only. He also asked, are AIs vaulted?
I love that. I love to talk. I mean, I'll go first. I've never taken up that high. Mainly because I wish I would have tried it when I was younger. One of those kind of those things when
Yeah,
I went up to 900, and that's when I started feeling when I got the sides essentially from test of, like my blood pressure went up. I felt a little bit more head pressure, and I feel like that return, that 350 extra, if my body could handle it, it would have been nice for me to try. I think you can make plenty of gains off of test GH and insulin. And I would say probably 4 out of 5 guys need an AI with that cycle, 100%, if not all, but you can make plenty of gains off of that. Would you look better probably running 750 tests and then 500 with a secondary compound? I think you'll look better that way. But to say, will you make gains off of 1250? Absolutely.
Yeah, it might be a little, you'll look a little thick, a little watery, but
yeah,
I mean,
water for sure.
gains are gains. But I think, would you think that if you're just running tests, you might have less side effects if you have no other compound? Like if you're not running like a EQ or MPP, like just tests, like in theory, like maybe you would get less sides
I think
if
that's
if
like,
estrogen is
yeah.
managed.
Oh
You,
yeah,
kn- you,
go ahead.
no, go for it.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, if someone's doing that, just that, I think they're looking at it like they're trying to do least damage to their body. Because, yeah, test is high, but that's the only compound that's gonna be in there. GH, not gonna really get any side effects from that. But I think that 1200 is obviously the breaking point because I've never gone that high. So I haven't. What the highest is 950. This last time with Tuttle, this off season is 950. So not, haven't been
Yeah,
that high.
yeah, I did 1025 for a week, and I was like, I don't feel good.
You know what's funny is that, like, even saying that, that's something that people should be proactive about. If you're trying something and you feel off, something doesn't feel right, that's a sign of, hey, don't do that, pull back. Which
Yeah.
I think too many guys will ignore. Like now and today's age, a lot of us more are tracking our sleep, are tracking our like HRV, our resting heart rate, blood pressure, which 10 years ago most guys didn't. So it's like funny enough, maybe we're hyper aware, but I think it'll only pay us back in the end, especially for our futures, to be tracking those kind of things.
Yeah, I think you track them to a point, but they shouldn't determine your whole day. I
Oh,
hate when
absolutely.
people say like, oh, my whoop said I got a bad score. I can't have a good day, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys see a
I don't
place
think.
of AIs like in the off season too, or AIs just prep, or what do you guys think AIs?
I think if they're needed, they're needed. If they're not, no.
Like obviously, if like let's say your testosterone, like your estrogen is like, I don't know, like in the high 100s or 200s. Yes, like there has to be some sort of, I mean, whether it's the visual aspect of it, whether it's the sides of like low libido, high libido, there's some sort of side effect going on. You have to control it to some amount.
Yeah.
I was talking to this one of the guys in a channel I'm in, but I was talking about like ratios of that I like of testosterone and estrogen. Generally speaking, like if someone's at like a 25 to 35% of their testosterone to estrogen, let's say they're at 1200 nanograms per deciliter, they probably feel good somewhere between 25 to 40 picograms, let's say in that range. But when you start going into those higher numbers of like 3000, 4000 total testosterone, you can't do that same ratio because estrogen would then be sky high. So everyone's so different. You do have to go based off of how you, I mean, it gets complicated the higher you go. But hopefully, once someone is really dabbling into those numbers, they're very in tune with themselves and kind of able
Yeah.
to
I was gonna say
see the sides coming.
being in tune with yourself really matters. Because if you're
Mhm.
not, uh, you won't know anything how you feel and stuff like that. How Ty was saying, like uh, don't let those markers like affect your whole day because you will have bad days on sleep and stuff like that. But so
Yeah, I had a guy, he did a consult call and he had a 18 estrogen. And I was like, how do you feel on that? And he was like, I feel fine. Like I don't notice anything, but then he started taking some B-ball. He's like, well, I got to bring it back up. I was like, well, you don't have to bring it back up if you feel fine. Like everybody is different. So it's like if you feel fine, leave it. I mean, obviously if it's like 5, you
mhm.
can bring it back up. But if it's higher, I feel like there's a lot of things that we can do to bring it down before just throwing an AI. You know, we can, do shots every day. That'll help or different things. But I think like it's largely how you feel, but
Okay.
it
And
doesn't necessarily.
obviously, if you feel a lump behind your nipple, let's fucking do something about it. Don't don't let that just go by.
What about at the end of prep? Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
dude, can I give you okay? This last prep, I don't blame Cuts at all. I don't blame him at all. But I know why those motherfuckers come in dry. I was zeroed. I was bombing the fuck out. I was zeroed out estrogen, bro. It sucked. Let me tell you, just like your joints feel dry. I mean, dude, like I've never had an issue with sex drive on any cycle before this one. And just more so like it just shot on me. And it took like when I did blood work 3 weeks post show and I completely dropped out all AIs, dropped out everything, my estrogen was still like in the fucking single digits. It was crashed for a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say I did it work. I think I was dry as fuck, but the return and how I felt, I wouldn't do it again. And I would try to at least calculatedly more be more about
Yeah.
it. But obviously, when you see the look and you're like happy with it, you don't want to adjust things. Or I didn't want to be like, hey man, can we lay off the fucking Arimidex a little bit? I didn't
what
want
were you
to
doing? Like a 8X a day?
8x a one and 8x a day. I don't feel like
Well,
that's
dang.
excessive by any means. And then the last 2 weeks he had me add in 20 milligrams of Nova before bed. And I don't think that's excessive. I've heard way worse, but for me, the way my body converts, that shat on me. That completely kicked me to the curb.
Hmm. Yeah, I think maybe like the last week or 10 days you could do that, but I feel like if I mean, I see people talk about doing like an 8X a day, like 3 weeks out. Like, we don't need to do,
Mm.
you still need to be a human, you know?
I'm sure there's some dude. You know what's funny enough is I feel like I've heard a lot of guys talk about I'm just a water buffalo, so I need to, take my AIs that high. Dude, sometimes, hey, like, are you a little fat or is it are you really a water buffalo? I don't doubt that there is some guys that convert highly, but as if you're managing it with the AIs, you shouldn't like you should
Mm-mm.
still be good.
Especially with the compounds that we're using at that point.
Yeah,
Um,
bro, all the hardeners, you know what I mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody did ask that too. They said AIs versus DHTs for controlling estrogen.
I will always
Depends how
go,
severe.
yeah, and I will always have an AI on hand. You know what?
Yeah.
And I don't think enough guys that are trying to rely on the DHTs are actually modern enough to actually to make use of it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm running 700 or 500 Masteron with my test at 500. Okay, do you know where your numbers are at? No, but like, Masteron's at this and that. Do you fucking the most guys that are talking about it aren't actually be proactively seeing where they're at.
Yeah, it's really not that hard. It's like you could get an estrogen test for $30, or you could get the rhythm test for whatever, $90 a month.
Mhm.
So it's like there's too many tools to not be proactive now.
Yeah.
But do you see different ratios in off season versus prep? Like let's say somebody wants to use Primo in off season, Primo in prep. Do you change ratios?
You know what? I think, well, yes, but also the whole idea behind body fat, the higher your body fat, the more you convert. It's hard to even put number or ratios on it. Ratios to specific person, yes, but we're talking about body types. So when a person's, let's say at 15% body fat versus one that are at 8, they're gonna convert less, so that ratio has to be adjusted. General ratios, yes. I mean, you can say like some people work off a 1-to-1, other people would want a 1-to-2 of test to EQ and the EQ will shit on their estrogen. Other guys that won't do anything for it. There's so many variables that come to play, to put a ratio on it.
Yeah, I'm always like 1-to-1 in an off season. So in my prep cycle, I had to do like what was I doing? Like I think it's like 700 mass, 300 primo, and like 600 test. So like a little bit more.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah. But
Nice.
it's weird. My everybody's conversion obviously is weird. Chris, thoughts?
Um, what was the question again? My bad.
AIs versus DHTs for controlling estrogen.
Oh yeah, like I said at the beginning, I feel like it depends how severe. Like you don't just throw an AI just because you feel like there's one thing I heard. A lot of people will throw AIs because they feel like their nipples are tingly. That may, yeah, obviously it could have a correlation, but sometimes you can have your nipples tingly and their levels aren't they're high, but you like you said, you feel good. So it's really based on if there's side effects visually or if it's actually like affecting
Yeah, yeah,
the whole
you know
look.
what? Funny,
Like,
funny on that is like there's a big difference between when they're a little sensitive and when you have an issue. Like
yeah, yeah.
your girl can lay on your chest on the nipple. If it's like,
And
oh,
it,
like it's a little uncomfortable, like you're
yeah,
fine. But like there's been times when like she does and you're like, oh fuck.
yeah, then that's something you
Yeah,
should get
you
looked at.
got
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
It's high.
Yeah. Because even I would say, because I'm prone to gyno, like with like certain like compounds and stuff like that. And I told Tuttle like once we were like kind of like peak of our off season, I kind of felt like my nips were like a little like just sensitive. Not like you touch it, it hurts, just like you know how they're a little itchy sometimes. But visually they were fine. Visually they were fine. My estrogen was fine. So he's like, we can throw an AI if you feel like you need it, but if you I would recommend we shouldn't because it's not taking away from anything.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah.
The last thing on that note, I think a lot of guys demonize the well, the AIs will, will shit on your cholesterol. Bro, like the impact of like just fucking use the AI.
Yeah,
People are like it's gonna take your all the other shit you're doing and you're
yeah,
worried about
exactly.
you're worried about the
Yeah.
little Ribodex. Hey, I think that's the worst problem. There's so many other methods we can manage our cholesterol and everything else.
I was waiting for you to say that one.
Am I not wrong? People be
Yeah.
like, and you're like, bro, but like, and everyone uses that, but you're running trend excuse. But I'm like, honestly, but you Primo can have just as negative effect on your fucking cholesterol as your safe one to manage it, and you're running 700 of it because you want it to be anabolic. Just run the fucking AI. You're good.
Uh, one guy asks what to do when hungry and prep
Let's hear from Chris.
from
What do you
from the
think?
pro.
There's a couple of things. I don't know. I would say one thing I would say just go to bed, go to sleep. You don't want to think about it, go to sleep. But for me, I need to keep myself occupied. I got to be doing something. If I'm sitting down, not doing anything on my phone, like that's when I'm thinking about food. So go for a walk. Usually working like a full shift, like full schedule on prep. I try to do that as long as I can because my mind's on work rather than the food. So just keep yourself occupied, I'd say.
Subtitle.
Ice,
Nice. I've
diet
never
soda,
done that.
diet soda with ice.
Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
So this is the general statement I give like most of my clients when it comes to like, hey, you're hungry. We can't overdo any of this, but cauliflower rice. Um, did I think Bree just left because my Tesla got a notification. Can you guys still hear me?
yeah, yeah. You're
It
good.
just told me something like it showed me I was like 5 minutes to go to here. I'm like, okay, what the that's because she drove away. But shredded lettuce, cauliflower rice, like
Well,
zucchini squash, these are all little things that can help with volume. And I know these three things in specific because they're not going to fuck up your stomach like Brussels sprouts or broccoli or something like that. These little volume foods that can be literally 20 fucking calories. And I'd much rather this person eat this 20 calories of shredded lettuce and then overeat on something else. And that volume will help fill them up that much. Squeeze some lemon on top of shredded lettuce, salt and pepper, odd as fuck, tastes fucking gas. When you're hungry, that's gonna be the best tasting thing you ever had. Put your chicken on top of it, eat it, boom. So
mm,
there's other little kind of things you can do too. I try to stay away from, I think it's more with the macro counters, if it fits your macros, but like the volume eating, like there's some drawback, to the people that are obsessed with like the Sara Lee, like I like this bread, but like the Sara Lee like 45 calorie bread, bro. If you're doing six fucking slices of that, or if you're using the 25 calorie tortillas and like just because they're like 4 grams of carbs each. Like, no, there's all this other shit in them that are gonna absolutely wreck your stomach. But like volume eating has its place, but with certain things.
Yeah. I think the walk is the final answer. Go on a walk.
That's funny.
I think
But
it
sure,
helps with mindset too, you know?
yeah,
Is it Chris Tuttle who always says like when he's hungry he feels like he's burning more body fat? Is it him who says it? Or maybe it's Seth Feroci.
I think it's Tuttle. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
right?
heard, I've heard of say something like that.
Yeah, like when you're hungry,
He's
you're burning more body fat. So
It's fucking
yeah,
true.
yeah, so if you go on a walk while you're hungry, you're like maximizing.
Damn. Fat burn Maxine.
It's like
shredded
doing
lettuce though.
cardio. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
shredded lettuce to get shredded.
Bro, that stuff, like, when I get to the point where it's like there's only carbs in some meals, like, I fucking big ass salad bowl. My
Absolutely.
my shredded lettuce, the sweet poppy sauce, the protein, but it's like volume, but it tastes good because you're able to get that crunch and like satisfaction.
Volume maxing. That's what they call it.
I
Our
literally have a salad bowl for that shit.
one thing someone could change if they want to get as big as possible in 1 year.
I'm gonna say, when the phrase monk mode, go
Mhm.
fucking dark,
Yeah.
do your work, do your family commitments, your work commitments, but literally invest in your fucking, like, live the bodybuilding lifestyle from start to finish, and you will make fucking gains. I think that's the biggest thing holding back from anyone trying to maximize your gains. Are you really doing everything in that day to try to maximize anabolism? I'm not saying
Mhm.
stay the fuck home and avoid everything and don't do anything else, but like, are you making sure your meals are ready to go? Are you truly centering what you can do around bodybuild? Like, there's always like, it's this food, it's this drug, it's this training program. Like, literally just fucking live the lifestyle, lift consistently 5 days a week, year round. You'll make some fucking gains. Boom.
Yeah, the best progress I made was just when everything else was consistent. So meals are at the exact same time, training's at the exact same time, and you just in between that just work and go to school, whatever you do, and when it's time to eat, just eat the meal. Don't think about nothing, just do the work.
Yeah. Same thing, following back what you guys are saying, like, I would say be intentional with everything you're doing. Make a plan. You make a plan, you write down everything, you're gonna get there eventually. It's guaranteed. It's like Bert said, you do all the things you say, wake up, your meals, your cardio, your training, sleeping, everything. If you do everything to a T, it's gonna happen. If it's not, something's wrong. You're
You're
not doing
not
some.
you're not
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So being intentional is everything. I think I think the last 12 months made the biggest difference in everything I do. So
I
I,
want to, like, and I don't mean to call it, if he watches, I don't mean to call it, I'm not gonna say his name, but one of my clients out, wanted to get him consistently with hitting steps a day, 8,000 steps, usually where I start people, and his goal is fat loss. And I have him sending me his like weekly screen cap of, like, step count. And there were a lot of days he did hit it, but there was like also half of the days where it was like 4 to 5,000 steps. And so he's like, oh, what do you suggest I do? He's like, I work, 9 to 5 every day, et cetera, et cetera. You make that part of your day, as simple as that, right? You fit that into that day. If that's your goal, you're not doing everything possible to can do it. We're taking like walks on your breaks, or before, waking up a little bit earlier, getting movement after. And this is a common problem, so I'm not shitting on him by any means. But right, you can always find a hole. If there's usually a hole you can find before, I can't do this, right? There's always some way to
yeah,
troubleshoot something in that day that's holding you back.
for sure.
that's a good one. I like what
I
Joe
hate.
Perch. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I hate when someone says I can't do something, or they have no time. They
You
have no
can.
time, or
You can.
it's you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You gotta cut 2 hours out of your sleep. You're gonna cut 2 hours out of your
Mhm.
sleep. Like, it's gonna get done.
Yeah, I think that's well, we talked about our topic of prep mindset. If you're signed up for a show and you got to be up there in your underwear, you're gonna figure out how to do 2 hours of cardio.
Hmm.
So it teaches you that there was enough time. You could figure it out. But
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I like what Joe Perch always says. He says to like think about your cheat meals or your off-plan meals like as a bodybuilder. Like, we're not trying to find the newest food spot every single week. It's like, all right, maybe every other week, you and your girl are going to get a steak and potato or like go get sushi or something. I feel like that made a huge difference for me too. Like I was in a year-long off season. I was taking a cheat meal like once every other week or so, and it was always like sushi. Like I was telling Bert that I was like, I don't want to get a burger because I'm gonna be gross the next day. So it was like I think that makes a huge difference because like it could throw off a whole week of even if you're in a surplus, and you throw in an extra 3,000 calories of stuff that's not digesting. Like then the next day we can't eat our food. The next day we don't feel good, and it just builds up. And then you get to Friday again, you're like, well, I gotta have Ben and Jerry's again.
I mean, that also comes with the mindset, right? The longer you're doing this,
Yeah,
the more
yeah,
that you also just don't care for less. It's not like I don't think this food is tasty. It's not like I think pizza's fucking gas. Pizza's great. But like that's I never once I'm gonna stop by and get this on my way home. It's until like
mhm.
it'll be me and Bree's date night that we're gonna go have to make it to something out of the ordinary versus just like I couldn't imagine dropping by a Jack in the Box drive-through right now. Not that I just couldn't. It wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. Chris, you having a pizza tonight? It's your day,
yeah.
right?
Oh, that's
No, no, no. I actually no. Today I haven't thought about what I wanted. Today I don't know. I think I was feeling like I think a simple burger, In-N-Out burger.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Nice.
want to go too crazy on the first day of pre-prep.
Bro, I was like yesterday's year old when I found out. Okay, bear with me. Smash burgers are literally a style of burger because they smashed a patty. I
Yeah.
What the fuck? Maybe I don't I just thought there was like people play like a smash burger is actually a type of burger because they smash on the patty to make it the way it cooks and sears. I was like yesterday a year old when I found that out.
What did
That's
you think it
what.
was?
I thought it was just a term. I don't know. Like I guess you know how I guess Carl Jr. has their char broiled burgers. There's different variations of burgers, and I thought they were just all the
I
same
get,
shit.
I get you. I get you.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. We got two similar. Best split for small arms, and I want to put on as much size as possible. What's the best split?
Go, Chris.
Small arms, wrong person to ask. No,
So
I'm kidding.
stupid.
I've been trying to get my puppies up, so but the major growth that I got in my arms this last off season, I would say, was frequency. So hitting it more often than I would say volume. Volume's good to a certain extent, but I feel like frequency, cutting that volume a little bit and spreading it out for the week will make a big of a difference. Because before that, I was doing a decent twice a week arms. Now I would say it's more, there's 3 times I'm hitting my arms, but it's like less volume. So being a little bit more intentional with the movements, more purposeful with the contractions and all that. So split wise, um, my split's kind of always kind of been like a modified push pull legs. Um, I really do enjoy that just because I feel like you can hit everything more frequently than if you do like a single bro split. Um, because my split right now, what I've been doing Sundays are like a push, primarily chest, secondary tricep, and then I just do one shoulder movement. Uh, then I do back, bicep, then I do legs all in one day, even glutes, and then uh, off day, and then I do a shoulder and arm day. Um, and then the last day is usually a back. I might throw in some like biceps, maybe one more tricep in there.
And that's the
Yeah,
5 day split, right? That's the five.
5 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I
You,
agree. I think frequency is any lagging body part. I think if you can hit it multiple times a week and recover, I think that'll be more beneficial.
yeah,
Going off of that, I think the more beginner and newer lifter too, before even all the specificity, have a fucking arm day. If you want to grow your
yeah,
arms, what about have an arm day? Because I think there's a lot of different splits being thrown around. And let's say push pull legs is incredible. I think it is. But if somebody is like, hey, I want to grow my arms, and that's what they want to do, it can't be push a little bit of triceps at the end, right?
Yeah.
Pull a little bit of biceps at the end. Make that, push pull legs, arms push pull,
Arms.
something like that. Like have a
Mhm.
dedicated arm day if you're really trying to bring that up, right? If somebody is really focused on bringing their legs, what's one of the first thing you would do is, you know what? Let's have two separate leg days a week, one quad focused, one hamstring focused, right? So actually like give it that time if you're really trying to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely do like arm or triceps on chest and then biceps on pull or back and then do a full arm day too.
Mhm.
So that's what I've
Mhm.
been doing. I'm
So
hitting arms like 4 times a week.
You're like, why? Because I want to grow my
I
arms,
want to
right?
grow my arms. Yeah. I think the
I've
volume is important too, at least to like
yeah.
understand like where it's at. Like I mean for the whole year I've done 2 back days and I do like weekly like 30 sets of back, but I only do like 6 sets of chest and 6 sets of quads because like I don't they're fine where they're at. So it's like I think Tuttle always talks about the recovery bucket too, huh?
Big
So
time.
it's like yeah,
Yeah. That's one thing he's trying to really make me conscious about, just being um conscious of like the fatigue management. Um, I was already doing that before, but I think just everything's to a T with him. Everything's like thought out, and that's I really enjoy that because he's like, there's no stone that he doesn't like look at. Okay, everything's accounted for. Um, but managing the fatigue has been, I would say, the biggest thing because progress kind of has been linear in a sense, not really any plateaus.
And anyone watching this too, when Chris is talking about fatigue, like he's true, like a lot of people don't train hard enough to get there. And that's okay, not shitting on those people either. But him managing fatigue is also like it's not just you also can't work out 6 or 7 days a week if you're really trying as well. There's a lot more that goes into it too that is minutia. But when you talk about managing fatigue, you're talking about because you're taking those fucking working sets to the dirt. You're fucking
Yeah.
going, right?
Yeah. No, like my workouts, I don't train longer than an hour and 10 minutes maybe, but
Mm.
like I'm pushing myself like really intentionally. Um, and you get more bang for your buck. You don't have to be there for so long. You condense it and you really hammer it away. Like you get way more bang for your buck, I think. But I think it does take time to acquire that. I think it's a skill to be able to recruit the muscle on that first set when you need to, rather than doing 4 or 5 warm-up sets that you're kind of wasting your time for.
You know what's funny is I think back to like what bodybuilding movements are versus not bodybuilding movements. What who can you say? I can't say I can. And I loved the bench press. That was one of my favorite fucking lifts just because I was good at it. I was able to hit 400 like any day of the week. I can't connect, like I cannot connect with, like I can't connect with a bench press. Like, you know what I mean? From like
I get,
like a
yeah,
real mind to muscle connection. I couldn't
yeah,
I can't connect to that movement. So I just thought it was kind of funny thing that it's not a bodybuilding movement because like let's say on a nice incline dumbbell, you can really squeeze at the top and feel everything going. On a bench press, I couldn't do the same. So also movements that correlate towards that your goal as well.
mhm.
mm. Yeah, you're not feeling your hamstrings much on a deadlift.
You're not, but no, it's true. It's
Well,
very fucking true. Will it help grow them? Sure. But you're fucking not.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see where to go. Worth it to combine orals and prep, for example, Anavar and Winshaw, or do them separate.
You know what? I've always I it's hard to say because once all the pieces are moving, I feel toxicity, when if
Yeah.
you're taking too much, but like it's hard to say like did this combination of Winstraw and Anavar work well for me? Or everything was just falling to pieces. So that one, I think a lot of guys may agree with me. It's hard to really pinpoint it out. What was doing what was that, because the Anavar can also, I mean, it's maintaining muscle. That Straw will be more of an aesthetic drug, and then there's a combination of the two that really help that much. Whereas I've honestly traditionally just taken both, and I haven't given enough time to apply one or the other and really compare. Because by the end of it, you're like, I want to look my fucking best. I'm gonna use fucking both, right? So I couldn't answer that.
Yeah. No, I think I'd rather have somebody take both for 4 or 5 weeks than
Yes.
orals in general for 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah.
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 If we're gonna
I
do
feel
it,
like
just do it.
yeah. I feel like at some point there's some overlap. If you're not doing them at the same time, there's some overlap in some point of the prep that they're going to be at the same time. Usually, what you start Anavar first, you do
Hmm.
that for what about 8-ish weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and then the last like what I would say 5 to 4 weeks, you just throw in that Winstrol. And then at some point, for me at least, my preps like we've tossed out the Anavar and just kept the Winstrol. So
You
everyone's
know,
different.
I've always been interested in the cement factory protocol of the 200 milligrams of Winstrol a day for like 2 weeks. I've never done it. I've always been interested in that because apparently, like you've seen his programs have come up and people posted him and stuff, and it's like from him. I don't know, man. Like I don't know how I would feel on that. I'm sure it's a
Uh,
short amount of time, but there's some graininess that he gets that I'm like, you know what? Is it the 200 milligrams of Winstrol for 2 weeks? I don't know.
we probably
I've
feel
always
strong as fuck.
that's what I'm, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Him and Patrick, they got to be doing
Something.
something, something.
Or I just watched the last Unrack podcast. They were talking about injectable Winstrol.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you guys
Tuttle was talking about it.
I,
tried
w-
that or
I would
no?
never fucking try that shit.
No.
I couldn't imagine just one the
But he said
pain.
that it was no pep. Like no, like there's no
I
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't
Maybe he
know.
got the one batch that was perfect, but I've heard too many like don't
really?
get me wrong, like
Okay.
glutathione can sting a little bit sometimes. Certain things can sting, but I couldn't imagine being like,
Yeah.
I would not know.
The way that they talk about it, shit, I'd be down.
Yeah, you got to ask Tuttle for his guy now for the injectable
Honestly,
Yeah.
Winstrol.
yeah.
Yeah, that he was talking about that and test suspension.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't realize bodybuilders use that.
That's what I was gonna do. No, no shit. The first time, like at South Bay in South Bay Strength Co. at the South Bay Beatdown, this was my best powerlifting performance. But these guys literally in the warm up rooms are shooting like
Yeah. Hmm.
they are. And I mean, don't get me wrong. At this point, I've been running gear for what 6 or 7 years already. But like, it was still just like a guy would just and like
Pre-workout.
yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'd
Mhm.
be interested in how it felt, but it'd never be something that I would be say would be part of my arsenal. Like I don't know,
Yeah,
bro. Like you can get that's how people get hurt too. Don't get me wrong. People probably get hurt that way.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I might try it though. I got a bottle of TNE.
Do
Just
you see? I know that's
I
interesting.
I don't know what to do with it, but but yeah, I don't know. That would be, I guess. I mean, if you're doing so much at the end of prep, anyways, you need to get a good workout. I
You know,
mean,
oh, I have a question for you guys. You know when people talk about that they get a boost from like Halo or Anavar pre-training towards the end of prep, do you guys feel that at all? I'm gonna
I
say
think
I've
Boost
really
as in like energy?
or like in strength or like
No,
and it's
like I just I can tell the difference of how I feel. Like how the movement pattern is moving and like it's
okay.
not as like riggedy, like I feel smooth, like strong, like um not so much like caffeine, like oh shit, I'm ready to work
Hmm.
out. Like once I'm already in the flow and then you start feeling good, the blood circulation, and then I think that's what I feel good on.
Okay.
Like you kind of really feel the body. Yeah.
I
'Cause I feel
I got a funny
strong.
funny story. My first cycle, my coach had me on it was test Primo and Anavar. So like obviously did my first shots like the night and then the next morning I was like, well, I didn't notice anything. But then the Anavar was pre-workout and then I took the I don't know if it was placebo or whatever. I was like, dude, I'm on steroids now. I feel it.
Yeah,
But
Anavar for
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
I only feel it from Anadrol. If you take
see, okay,
Anadrol,
an
you're like,
acute benefit of that, but in me, I've only felt that in an off-season setting. Like, I don't think
yeah,
when you're that low and depleted, like to say I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be like, no, no, I didn't do shit.
no, I
I
don't know.
think it's more cosmetic for the Halo. Like, yeah, you get output, but very much cosmetic. Like, because there's a picture I posted on my IG that it's like I'm in a posing room, and that was my San Diego show. That was no carbs, and I look fucking full blown. Like I was that was two. Well, technically it was supposed to be one Halo, but I had one extra from travel, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take the last two.
You're like, why
So,
am I gonna just? Why is he gonna hang out there?
yeah, yeah. So, but those, bro, that should look like I was on like it was crazy. I look
But you
full
didn't
blown.
feel good. You didn't feel anything.
Like I don't feel like a jolt like energy, but like I
Okay,
felt great for the last. It was the last
nice.
pump workout.
Nice.
just full and just muscles are just filled out and everything. Yeah.
What do you think about guys using Anadrol like 2 or 3 weeks out? Maybe peak week.
I can
Anadrol,
see like
Superdrol.
I can see the thought process behind it. I've never tried Anadrol. So that's one thing I kind of want to try. I've never like played around with it.
You know, when someone's that skinless, I couldn't see it backfiring. But as like a like, if you have like one of those Delulu guys that thinks they're just like they're peeled but they're not, and throws it in, I see it firing back. But like if somebody's really
Yeah.
that shredded, I can't see it. I mean, maybe it doesn't give you that boost that you're looking for, but I couldn't see it
The
ruining the look.
fullness.
Yeah.
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 I've heard it in some pros like protocols and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
It could be
they
interesting.
look good. They did it right, so it can be very beneficial.
Yeah. I just want to learn about like cement factory sauna protocol or whatever too.
Dude, you've heard, okay,
Uh,
so that's the thing, like about, you know what I wonder about that kind of stuff too is like timing when they sweat and when they dry things out, or when they do extra things when they have the tan on already, injecting injectable Lasix around it, like all this other stuff around the tan. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to shoot a pin through the tan. I feel like that's an infection that's fucking waiting to happen. Right? Am I wrong?
yeah, you got to be like really precise on your opinion. Know that you don't get like
Yeah.
a bad shot ever.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe
Because
they're just tanning right before they get on. That's the
Something.
secret. I don't know. Chris, do you ever hear anything about like classic guys making weight? Like
Scary things.
rumbles.
oh, I've like what do you mean like scary stories
I'm sure you talk to guys backstage that are like 15, 20 pounds above the cap or whatever.
I haven't I honestly like not gonna lie, I don't really talk that much on stage on show day. I'm kind of just like
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But I would say for check-ins, yeah, like I wouldn't say like they haven't told I haven't heard anything like crazy, but I've seen people like not make weight and like they're gone for 20 minutes, they come back and then they make weight. I don't know.
What the
yeah.
So
fuck did you're like,
yeah,
what
Like
the fuck did
what
you
they
yeah,
do?
do.
yeah, yeah. So
Ah.
I don't really talk that much. Like unless I knew you, like I talked to a few people, but I'm not really like, there to talk to people.
Because you know, like in fighting in MMA, like they're not depleted as a bodybuilder is. Are they lean and they're like right? But
No.
they're not as the thing is too. And these guys are getting monitored. They're getting like IVs after bodybuilders. What the fuck did you do to drop 10 pounds? And then
Yeah.
you're gonna go on stage tomorrow? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one thing that's not talked about in the industry. I just want to know. Like,
Like
not that I want
Chicago.
to do it, but I just
No,
want to
yeah. What do
know.
you guys do? Are you okay? Like what's the long
I
honestly, not to sound like a health nut, but what are the long-term ramifications of that? That can't be good.
It can't be
yeah.
good. Yeah, of all
But
the
I
things
think
that
it's
we
just
do.
the diuretic play that people and some people know the science of that and to a T.
Oh no,
So
you know what? I'm not going to pretend like I even know close to it, but you hear guys talking about potassium to sodium ratios
yeah, so
in
yeah.
relation to like how much you excrete and how
hmm
there's a lot of that. And I'm sure if you have that dialed in, there's got to be some sort of wizardry, some sort of
Yeah.
formula. There's got to be.
I, I incorporated vitamin C because I was like reading up on like how vitamin C helps with like the water manipulation
He just came home.
and the vitamin C does help overall with like being like overall like I don't say dry, but the water secretion and all that.
I've heard the 2 milligrams of vitamin C with every meal, like the last week or something like that,
I
right?
was doing the last 2 days. The last two
Okay,
days with every meal, I was doing 1,000 milligrams.
okay.
And I feel like that I never done that before, but overall, like I feel like it made a little bit of a difference.
You know what's really smart? Have you seen Cameron Cheek, how he has his clients buy salt packets?
Yeah.
I
I haven't
think
seen
he has them like order like a thousand bag of like off of Amazon of like little salt packets. And you know what? As meticulous as that sounds, that's still way less meticulous than when guys are like, I'm gonna measure out my 2.5 grams and I'm gonna sprinkle. That's a little more, but
yeah.
and don't get me wrong, these guys that are probably doing it right have it down to the fucking T where they probably do get that 5% out of it. But managing
Yeah.
it through with the little salt packets, I thought was kind of smart.
That's pretty smart because I already pre-measured and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah. Easier than doing the little, you got to get another scale,
Yeah.
measure the salt. Like,
I
you do
do
it
a
that
one
way.
fourth scoop tablespoon.
Yeah,
I have
a little
like
one of these.
little scooper. I have my
Yeah,
baggie and I have my lunch pill.
yeah, nice.
Easy. Yeah, I just use the same scooper for every meal.
Simple as
Measure
that.
by scoops. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah. But we don't have any more questions.
Boom.
But
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
yeah, should we close it out? Should we give the people an update or where we were,
Oh, what's
you
the
know,
update? Update on what?
it wasn't recording when we said our updates.
Oh, wasn't?
Oh.
Oh, all good. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna go back to if you haven't seen already, I sound a lot better because I got a new fucking phone. Yes. And my fiance and I went to the Dodger game, the Filipino night, and I got a new Dodger cup. That's what I'm drinking water out of this time. And that's my update. And I'm also on I'm a TRT dad right now too. That's my status.
TOT or TRT plus?
Oh, I'm calling it the TRT dad
Plus.
cycle. So the like the 300, 200 test primo. Absolutely. Can you? I'm gonna try this out, dude, because I've been on this little health kick and I've been pumped about it. I've been showing Brie like my blood pressure and my resting heart rate, just because, dude, it was trending higher, which you want to be aware of those kind of things. It's one of those. I mean, I'm not crazy about my Oura ring, but like when you see it trending like up over time, I want to be in the high 60s, low 70s. Like, in truly stressful periods, like at the dog end of prep or like at the end of off season, it's probably gonna get higher just because of the mass you're carrying and stuff. But like I just want to also be proactive about that kind of stuff. So I'm just pumped about like my numbers in the morning. I'm measuring my blood pressure. I'm like,
Do you
nice.
do
I'm
you use a arm or a
a
wrist?
wrist cuff, bro. I have both, and it's so inconsistent with the arm cuff. I'm trying. Pete Harden actually once he posted a story about
I bought it right away when I saw it.
dude, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
exactly. Funny enough, and I was like, which one is that? And he's like, which one do you use? I replied right away. I bought it right there. And then have you been using it?
Yeah, it's better. A lot better.
100% the most consistent readings I've got. Like where each time it's not like a fucking 120 over 80 and then you get like a 160. What the hell? You're like, it didn't change that quickly. Super consistent. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
stick with that one going forward. And then blood glucose, I've always been really good. Unless I'm really trying to push it up, I'm running fine.
Nice. I like it. Yeah. Cool. You guys want to close it out?
All right. Chris, take it away.
Chris, what do you want me to say? How do you guys
Close out
end
the
it?
pod.
How do you close it out?
What should the people comment? They made it this far. What should we comment today?
Uh,
I
Everyone
got
go tell Ty good luck on his prep.
okay. Good
He's
luck.
starting
Good luck,
pre-prep
Ty.
soon. No, I'm excited. That's dope because you only competed twice, right?
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah,
the one where you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
yeah.
What this motherfucker do?
Honestly,
Right?
I hope so.
you made some good progress. That's why I said, and like you're one of the few guys. Like I said before, like you're doing it right. You're doing it right, and you made a big dramatic change. So that's like what's really interesting. So
I'm excited. I'm still one day this week I dropped below 250. I was like, damn, bro, I'm getting small.
nah,
But
who cares?
I'm still
Yeah, don't worry about the number. As long as you keep checking your boxes off, it's not you're not gonna lose nothing.
nah. Yeah. So it'll be fun. I want to get like gutted. I don't really care what I weigh. I just want to be
Uh,
inside out and
just
then hit a
yeah.
massive rebound.
There you go.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, guys. But yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Exactly that. Wish Ty good luck on his pre-prep and then all of us, whatever we choose to do, bodybuilding. That being said, closing out this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you later.
Cool.